Good morning. My name is Kevin Norton, and I'm an owner of Red Tail Tree Service. And I'd first like to thank Jimmy, Keena, and Roger for making that happen, and everybody that supports VR programs. I spent about 15 years behind bars. My disability is alcohol. And when I'm drunk, I'm mean. And when the alcohol ran out, it was drugs. And then it just got worse. But my hat's off to a lot of good people in my lives that never gave up to me. One is my foster dad. He still loves me to this day. He tells me every night I love his son. When I hit Vegas, I got out of the feds February 2nd, 2012. And he said, you're going to Las Vegas. You don't have a choice in there, period. So I go to Vegas, I have nothing. I have a pair of great sweats on, nothing. My family lives in Reno, Elko, Nevada, Arizona. So I get to this big city and I'm looking around, I'm going, wow. All right, this is the plan right here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get drunk. I'm going to get on drugs. I'm going to start doing robberies again. Well, it didn't work out like that because I had somebody in my circle, my family support, and they pointed me to Moab. So I went in, and I had a pair of Nike tennis shoes that somebody had bought for me the day that I got out. I still got those shoes today. They're all worn out from the first 2 weeks of being on foot. I still keep them. You got a $100 pair of shoes and the whole side's blown out after 2 weeks of walking on a hot pavement. But I didn't give up. And I kept coming back to Moab and kept looking for their help. And it wasn't easy. The VR program is not easy. My main objective in life was to stay sober. And I'm still sober today. I'm 20 through my 5th year. So after this wonderful lady put me through all kinds of changes, and me filling out job applications and stuff, because my history is pretty extensive. It's not just one felony, it's multiple felonies. And if you look at a guy like me, you never know, but underneath my shirt I'm tattooed down. And people look at me and they see the scars on my face and all the stab wounds and the gun wounds and stuff, and they're like, whoa, we ain't giving that guy a chance. No way. He'll just burn us. Well, they gave me a chance. And there's not a person in Las Vegas that wanted to employ me because of my history. And that's sad. So, I always had this goal for the last, it's been 8 years now, but when I came to them, it was my goal for 7 years. I'm really good at what I do. I'm not bragging. I love to climb trees. I love to rappel. I can run a chainsaw way up in the middle of a tree, and I've never had no accidents. I abide by all safety rules. And the guy that taught me, and it's funny because he's an ex-felon, and he's also sober. Been sober a long time, and he's been in the business for 40 years. So I was like, well, that could work for me. So it made it happen. It's a lot of work. Just to get to the business license took like, 6-7 months? But I didn't give up. The family gave me support and stuff. They bought me, my brothers that I knew from the penitentiary. Today, a lot of them got nonprofit organizations going on, and they're doing good. And a lot of them never went back. But I had one brother tell me, I finally broke down to him. I said, how long do I got to walk in this town? He was like, hey brother, I'll send you $1,000. I took that $1,000 and I bought an old truck from some Mexicans, and it barely ran, but I'm a good mechanic. So I got it running. And today it's one of my work trucks. I use it, I'm not never going to get rid of it. That's just the type of person that I am. And then the tool list came in. And I thought VR was joking. I really did. And they're like, yeah, go down and pick out everything you need and bring us a list. And I'm like, yeah, right. My business? So I go down and I chalked up about $5,000 in the first week of just what I need. And trimming trees is you need a lot of tools. Well, Keena and Jimmy and Roger made that happen by involving the state, DETR. And I was like, how's this gonna work? So then I'm in Reno, I was up at Pyramid Lake, and I was swimming around one day, and they say Pyramid Lake's healing water, so I had a reason to be there. I was swimming in Pyramid Lake, and I was kicking with my foster dad, and I get a phone call, and I'm in the water. And my lady says, hey babe, you got a call from some lady named Sylvia. I go, I don't know no Sylvia's. But then I remembered that that's the lady from the state. So I get out of the water, I answer the phone. And she goes, yeah, you need to come down and get your checks for your tools and stuff. I'm like, nah. She goes, yeah, I'm serious. I go, well, I'm out of town. She goes, well, I'll come Monday morning. So when I got down there, it wasn't a check, it was a voucher. And between Moapa and the state, I think they invested over $15,000 in my business alone. So my thing is to explain to all you guys that ex-felons can't make it. As long as you never give up. Just remember that guy that's an ex-felon, he's probably got a problem with drugs and alcohol. That's a big disability, especially to our people. Because most guys, they get mean when they get behind there. Women get mean too. I've seen some mean old Native women out there too behind that alcohol. I've been beat up a couple times too. But it's a serious, to me it's a disease. It's pretty serious. And all I can ask is overlook the felonies. Overlook how much time that guy's done. Overlook his past, her past, whoever. And know that, not all of them are going to go back. It took me a long time to figure that out. Hey, what are you doing? You're going to die. Well, the feds pretty much told me, look, man, you come back, you're dying in here. That's because, I'll be honest with you. I had a little war with the BIA, and they didn't like me after that. Even though my foster dad's a tribal cop, state parole and probation, SWAT team coordinator, SNAC, couldn't help me. There's only so much power that our people can give one another. And then you got to be a man and do your time. If you're going to do crime, you got to do your time. So then after that, I just stopped. Because I got plenty of partners that are in the federal system from District 9. I know a lot of guys from Montana that are in there. A lot of good guys. I know a lot of guys from Arizona, Washington, Oregon, New Mexico, all across the nation. And they're suffering just like I was, just like I am today. And if you look at them, they're not bad people.